What is going on, guys? SlickB here, and today I have another Total War video. You guys obviously clicked on the thumbnail or the title. Well, you clicked on the title, right? Clicked on the video. It's very laggy, and the reason why is probably why you clicked on this video. Today we are doing 15 units of Ironbreakers and 12 units of Flame Cannons versus 14,000 zombies. It's laggy as a motherfucker up in here. So you can just see the AI. There's 3 armies fully stacked out with all zombies. They have 1 lord each, and it's the cheapest lord right here. Now, somebody said that I should use the Ironbreakers, and I actually have been using them in multiplayer. We use them in multiplayer. They are beast-ass units. They actually have beard shields, as you can see here. It's super laggy, but I mean, you can't do anything about that. Somebody also commented it on my last video and said something about, like, what am I running? It seems that I have problems running games without lagging. I mean, this is going to lag for 90, I would say almost 100% of PCs. There are just so many units. It's insane. And we know how Creative Assembly is. Nothing against them. They've created such an awesome product, but game optimization at the higher end of unit scaling is obviously not a thing. Now, I don't know if they tested this at the office. This is some crazy shit. But yeah, a lot of people also said that they wanted to see the whole fight, so we're just going to watch the whole fight here and talk for a little bit. So the way I have it set up is I have all the cannons behind all of the Ironbreakers. I love the Ironbreaker unit, by the way. They're really, really good for siege battles. They hold out like no other. I think they have 120 armor. They all have axes, and they also have blasting charges, so they can range enemies with the blasting charges, and then they just hold out for super long. I haven't met a unit that can actually kill them. I have a battle that'll probably be coming out this weekend or some point this week where we fought Chaos. It was Baron and I versus Argyle and some random guy. They were both Chaos, and we had to defend a siege. And I think I had 3 units of Ironbreakers in the beginning of the match. I think I had 3 Ironbreakers, 3 normal warrior units, and 1 flame cannon. And the 3 Ironbreakers ended up destroying everybody. They held both slopes pretty much by themselves after, you know, the battle turned, and they just did amazing. It was just amazing, these guys. So super good unit. Just keep that in mind. Now, as far as Total War's going, I've been enjoying the hell out of it. The only other Total War I really sunk a lot of hours into is Shogun 2, and it wasn't even the expansion pack with the muskets. It was like the stock Shogun 2. I just love samurais. I think it's kind of one of those cheap gimmicky things that I'm really into. Not saying samurais are cheap or gimmicky, but that's like one of the lore sets or something, you know, that I'm really into, is the time period. I love samurais. But other than that, I have every other Total War and haven't really played a ton of them. I played a bit of Rome 1, none of Rome 2. I was gonna buy it, and it had a huge launch disaster, and then I never went back to it. I have Attila, played a little bit of Attila, and then I have everything else. But as far as this game goes, this is probably my favorite of them all, and the reason being is Warhammer has such a variety of units for every faction that it's really, really fun, and there's so many different combinations of things you can do. For example, let's say you do play Shogun. I mean, you have different clans and tribes and stuff, right, that you can play as. I don't know, I think they're clans, not tribes. Excuse my knowledge. But you have all these guys, but they have pretty much the same units throughout, you know. Maybe they're called different things, and the same thing with Rome. Any time period, any game. Yeah, every faction has their specialty units that are a little different, but, you know, they all have cav, they all have spearmen, they all have swordmen, you know what I mean? They're all the same. In this game, I mean, not every faction has trolls, not every faction has flame cannons. Dwarves are dwarves, you know, they're armored to the core. They have fucking gyrocopters, excuse my language. But yeah, so there's a lot of variety in this game, and it ends up for some awesome possibilities. I mean, you learn how to use one army, one playstyle. You have thousands of potential more combinations to master, so like it really keeps it going. You can see the frame rate here too. It's a little bad, but this is just an epic scene. Like, look at this just fight going on. Epic shit here. And yeah, we did manage to win this battle. So I did kill 14,000 units, and I don't know how many I lost. I think I only lost like 200 out of 1,200 deployed. or 100 out of 1200 deploy, or something like that. Super epic battle. They use magic on me. But that's probably the highlight for Warhammer and why I'm really liking it. Now apparently Creative Assembly has a 10-year plan with this franchise. Now I'm a noob to the Total War series. You can see the blasting charges going on. I'm a noob to the Total War series. And I'm a noob to the Warhammer series, or the Warhammer lore, the Warhammer whatever you would call it, right? I don't know much about Warhammer. Just not my time period, I guess? I don't know. But I know that 40K is in the future. There's Space Marines. I know this is the old-timey stuff, and there's orcs, and it's pretty cool lore. I just don't know enough about it. But this game has inspired me kind of to learn a little bit about it. Let's take an epic screenshot for the thumbnail. Let's see if you guys see this. This is just... it's almost like... I don't even know what to say, you know? It's so crazy. Crazy cool looking. Also, before I forget... I'd like you guys to leave a comment down below and tell me what I should do next. So I got a couple votes for like beasts on beasts, and we can definitely do that. I have a video where I have to move for flank over because they flank me, and later on in the match you'll see all these guys actually flank around. The AI is pretty smart, but I had some comments for like beast on beast stuff, and we ended up doing giants versus dragon ogres. Like about the same amount of each, and it was awesome. I'm not going to tell you how that turned out, but it was really, really fun to do. And like, I want to do a bunch of different, you know, unit types. I almost want to do unit 1v1s. Would you guys support a series if it was called like unit versus unit, maybe, in Total War Warhammer, and where I take different types of units and fight them against each other and do like calculations to see which unit would be better, you know, and you guys vote every week for that? Would you guys vote for that? I think that'd be pretty cool. And I definitely, that would actually help a lot of people, and myself included, knowing what units I should fight and use. But yeah, if you want to see like gyrocopters versus trolls, or gyrocopters versus dragons, I don't even know. But you guys tell me. I don't think I want to do something with this scale of units again. Or just yet again, because there's just so many. It's gonna be laggy every time, you know, unless there's a patch that comes out that fixes this frame rate or something like that. And it's not even the frame rate necessarily, it's just really slow. Everything comes slow because it's just trying to catch up. There's so many units moving. I mean, if you really think about it, there is a lot of moving parts right now. There's a ton of guys moving at one point. You can see every single one of these guys. Now, there's obviously not 14,000 zombies anymore. The dwarves are going to town. Let's try to get some close-up framey action of these guys. Just complete chaos. Complete and utter chaos. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, leave a vote on what you would like to see next. I would do a campaign playthrough, but I don't really think that's my style, to be honest. I'm not really a Let's Player, and I've noticed that, you know, some of you guys like it, and most people don't really watch it. They just won't watch it. It's not that it gets bad reviews if I do a Let's Play on this channel. It's just they don't get watched as much. So I will, you know, I'd rather do edited, kind of cool stuff like this, which is just fun. It's fun for me too. I mean, I get to watch this. It's just epic battles. And we can actually see, look at all the unit numbers. It's just wild. This is insane. Pure insanity. And if anybody's wondering how to get into cinematic mode, it's K. You just press K and you can get into cinematic mode. But just, I don't even know what else to say. I don't know. We did, when we initially did it, you guys saw the video, we did the Empire versus 10,000 zombies, and the Empire held, but the dwarves held way better, in my opinion, than the Empire could. These Ironbreakers are arguably, I would say, one of the best defensive units in the game. I think most of the guys I killed were from me, like, firing onto them like that. You saw that shotgun right there. But other than that, I mean, this is just, it was pure. They would just hold. They just held against all the zombies, no matter what. You can see them starting to flank around here, And this isn't even the half of it. I think if I go over here, I would probably see the rest of the units. Yeah, you see where they're headed? They literally go up on this mountain and come down and flank the hell out of us. I had no idea. And all my units were caught up in the lines. I probably should have done I think a circle would have been pretty cool if they ended up attacking. You know, I could have made like a circle somewhere with tight units. That would have been awesome to fight them off in a circle. Look at just the massive hordes. It is insane. It is just insane. The amount of zombies. It's so framey. Another thing that I'm actually very surprised about, right, is these flame cannons didn't end up hitting my lines as much as I thought they would. I mean, you could see a little bit where my cursor is right now, where the flame cannons obviously hit. There's like dents in the lines from behind. But other than those spots, they really don't hit our troops a lot. They have a very, very good, I would say, accuracy and arc to fire over lines like this. I mean, I'm sure it helps that the dwarves are the shortest units. I mean, they're dwarves. See, I hit my line there. But other than, yeah, like, it's just, they have really good accuracy. That one shot short, but that one was dead on. Just knocked all those zombies back. And then the gap gets filled again. These guys still coming around. Surprisingly enough as well, I know zombies are the cheapest unit in the game. They're expendable units. But the flame cannon dwarves actually did fight off most of the zombies that came around and attacked them as well, which is pretty interesting. I find it funny. I can't stress the epicness. I wish it was fluid. If this was fluid, it would be 30 times better. It's just a shame. That's why I think the next one we do is going to be something more organized. I think a unit versus unit series would be pretty epic, truth be told. I think if we did, you know, let's say, I don't know the units by heart yet, but let's just say Ironbreakers versus like a top chaos faction unit, and we did like one-on-one and see how many out of 10 fights who wins, you know, and you guys can find out what the better unit is. We have some sort of ranking system. Do almost like a deadliest warrior. Yeah, that's what we could call it, like a deadliest unit. I think that'd be pretty cool. Deadliest beast. That would be fun. I like the dragons too, by the way. I just found out not too long ago. I told you I've not played a lot. Not too long ago that you can put mounts on. So, you know, using like the dragons as my mounts, it's just really fun. I have a good time doing that. I wish I started uploading this sooner. I actually did have this game 5 days early. I got it mid last week, and I think it came out Tuesday, which is kind of a shame on my part. But you know, I did play it a little bit when I got it early, but I didn't upload any of it. And I think if I uploaded it, more people would have seen it. We could have, you know, more of a following to vote on this stuff. Look at all those zombies get wrecked. So I ended up turning half the cannons mid just to shoot at these guys, and we're seeing the dwarves try to fight them off. Now apparently also, just thought of it, the lore behind why these guys have armor on their beards is so they don't catch on fire. That's what Argyle told me, and he's like the residential expert. Look at all the dead guys. The frames are starting to get a little bit better, and the reason for that is because we are obviously killing a massive amount of zombies. You can just see how many are actually dead here. The lines are starting to just crumble on the zombie side. We have them all caught up. Just look at the ratio. They're all just waiting to fight. Well, they still have more in reserve. A couple more units here. Are they still moving? Yep. See, you can see how they flanked. I told you I wasn't lying when they flanked Sirius from the hill. It's awesome that the AI does this. This is only on normal. So even on normal, the AI is pretty challenging. Not saying I had difficulty. I played a little bit of campaign. I didn't have too much difficulty with the AI, but on normal they're very smart. compared to some other games, which is definitely a plus. I mean, when the AI is smart, intelligent, I mean, it's good. You don't want the same AI from, you know, the previous Total War game in here. Not saying they were bad either, but you know what I'm saying. You see, I have 2 units not doing anything. I think I'm going to move them very shortly to cover up top. I have guys routing. My gunner's routing. I love how zombies are attacking this cannon and it's still firing. Oh shit, I don't know what that was. Oh, that was this cannon. Just blasted its own dwarves. No fucks given. Yeah, I think I start to move these guys in a second. Just absolute massacre. I love the blasting charges. I think those are one of my favorite, like, special abilities or ranged attacks in this game so far. I like the miners with the blasting caps, and if you just put them behind, you know, like a normal melee unit, they just keep chucking blasting caps in there. I don't think blasting caps do damage to your units. I know artillery does, but I don't think blasting caps would. I think it's like a difference with the artillery types. Maybe they do. I'm not sure. Somebody tell me. Somebody let me know. I also don't think, like, arrows do damage to your guys. I haven't seen, like, myself arrowing my own guys or anything like that. That definitely hurt. What was the flame cannon? I think I turned more of the flame cannons around at some point, too. Shortly. But I sent my units to cover the back because I saw this massive thing. I literally shit my pants when I saw this. There's so many coming from on top of the hill. It was hilarious. So many dead. I think at some point we just killed the lords. I know that we didn't actually kill all of them. They just crumbled and it counts as killing. But we did end up getting all of them instead. Let's see one of their lords over here. Oh, bam. Oh, this one should hit. Oh yeah, good hit. Look at these cannons going to town. It's starting to get a lot better frame-wise, as you can see. Oh, good shots. I love these flame cannons. They're pretty awesome. What are you guys' favorite, like, artillery unit in the game? I want to play around with gyrocopters more. I feel like I haven't played with them enough. And steam tanks. Steam tanks are pretty awesome. So at this point, the whole middle is pretty much done. So I left one unit and moved everybody to go cover the back. You can just see how we're just kind of like in certain areas fighting these guys. Just trying to take down the last couple of units. You can see the numbers have surely dwindled on their part. And I think they're starting to crumble now. It's a possibility. Just love it. It's so epic. I wish I could see, like, I wish it highlighted the bodies. Let's see how many, like, are dead right now. Just look at all these bodies, man. So many. So many. It's completely insane. Just so many bodies. It's just like a red mass on the ground. Let's see how many are actually dying. Yeah, so they're just dropping like flies now. Here they go. This is the last of the units just falling. And that's it. They win. End the replay. The dwarves win, so you can see here. That's how many enemy units have died. They lost every single unit. So let's make sure. I think my math is correct, right? 14,000. I just want to make sure my math is correct for the title, because I don't want to, like, that would be rude, right? If I'm like clickbaiting. 14,043. Well, there you go. That's 14,000 zombies versus 1,200 dwarves. Not a problem. Dwarves for life. I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like on the video if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. And like I said, comment down below with the stuff that I asked for earlier, guys. Sillies. That's all you gotta do. See you guys in the next one. Peace.